Assalamu alaikum, family. That means peace be unto you. It's your brother Supreme X, and we are streaming live with another broadcast of our weekly Tuesday night broadcast. Business is warfare. And we knowing where we get this topic from, and to give you a quick history breakdown about myself and why we have taken upon this subject to make it a weekly broadcast, because these are one of the factors that if we get a grip on it, we could pretty much be free overnight, family. So let everybody join us, man. This is amazing Tuesday night. We're heading into the last week of June. The summer is here now. Officially, the summer is here. So now it's time for us to step it up, and it's time for us to keep going and make sure that we are pushing back, getting this information out here as much and as often as possible so everybody can see and get an understanding on what we have and what we have going on. So I want to thank everyone for joining, family. It's going to be a powerful show. So let's get into it. All right, family. We apologize for that, but we're experiencing some technical difficulties. It looked like Satan is hard. He don't want us to get this message out, so he trying to discourage us, and he don't want y'all to play a part in it or take a part in it. So, family, thank y'all for being patient with us and going through that. But however, family, what we're going to get into tonight is we're going to raise the question about why over the years that the honorable has the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has. Are we still live? The honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has instructed us, right, to convert dollars into gold, right? And we're going to play a clip from him, and then we're going to go into the words and look up the words, because once we get a better definition of certain words that we think we understand, then we probably would be better fit to move out on the instruction, right, or to receive it properly, right? So we're going to go into the word instruct and the definition and similar words to it, and we're going to go into the word convert. Not convert, but a convert, right? They got two different meanings, but the first meaning is what we're talking about, right? So, family, thank everyone for joining. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, FardMoney. This is the Tuesday night broadcast where we always highlight an article. We highlight the digital final call, and if you have got your subscription to the digital final call in the last week or so, please comment that I subscribe in the comment section and let us know that you are supporting the Nation of Islam and that you are supporting your black newspaper. So this is the latest edition, and you also see the link to donate to Muhammad Economic Blueprint, 3-year economic blueprint, where the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan asked us to all wage earners to put up a nickel a day, something harmless, about 35 cents a week. and we could put that in a national bank, a trust fund, and then we would have at the end almost $300 million to go and get farmland, build infrastructure, build houses, give out jobs, and manufacture something that that will help us become an independent nation, right? Because without land that we are manufacturing stuff on, we are not independent, right? So reparation with us, our stand is land separated from the government of America. But this is not the separation of independence broadcast. So come back Thursday night, where we're gonna go more into that. But tonight we're gonna raise the question: why did Minister Farrakhan, why has Minister Farrakhan instructed us over the years since 1979 that we got auto and videotapes of him telling us to acquire gold, exchange dollars for gold, stack gold, save gold, convert dollars into gold, right? Turn dollars into gold. And why? We got to go into why he told us that. So with this paper here, this was released today. And you see the other link, FardMoney. If you're interested in going ahead and making you a gold savings account, go to FardMoney, and a FardMoney representative will get with you soon as you request the information, and we will do an interview with you, and then we will help you get set up so you can get you a gold savings account and you can start converting your dollars into gold. So on this one here, the final call, it's a lot of interesting stuff in here. This one dealing with infiltrating a movement where you had a white supremacist infiltrate the black movement, and then they saying he killed a black cop. You know what I'm saying? But he did it under the disguise of one of our protesting, one of our rallies. So he has been found. He has been charged by the federal government. So you want to get that. That's the cover story. You want to get that and check it out. And remember, subscribing to the Final Call newspaper is only $12.99 for 90 days. The paper comes out once a week, every Tuesday, right? So this article here is what I wanted to look at, because COVID-19, this is deep, because these are HBCUs, which is historical black colleges and universities, right? It's saying that COVID-19 leaves HBCUs uncertain about the future. Uncertain about the future, right? Because the COVID hit right when we went to spring break. We took an extra week, and then when we came back, unfortunately, the students didn't. Not all of them transitioned well. Although we did everything we could to accommodate them online, there were a percentage of students that still fell through the cracks. Dr. Akbar, Associate Professor, Fort Valley State University. So, you can get this article and see, and it's dealing with what's going on with us, why we don't have funding, because, we know what they're not teaching, but however, it's still black curriculum, not black curriculum, but black professors, black teachers, black science, what goes on in there, is really for us, but it's still, the curriculum is still white Eurocentric, but it's still better than the white colleges, in my humble opinion. But however, we don't get funding because we don't fund nothing ourselves. So if the government pull funding from us, then everything that we have or that we do goes down, right? So you can go and check out that article, and that's dealing with economics and why we need to do group economics, because we can save stuff like that. We don't have time to keep pinching the governments to save our institutions that they really don't want us to have, right? So go and check that out. We got other stuff going on. You got an article in here about Chelsea Handler, in Busta Rhymes in here about the Minister Farrakhan, when they are getting mocked and ridiculed for supporting the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and being a sympathizer for the nation and for the minister. So that is there. So you got all of this. You got Farrakhan the Traveler. You got our prison reform ministry article in this paper. And if you've been to prison and you know somebody in prison, the Final Call newspaper is definitely a great tool that you can send to your incarcerated people, brother or sister, where they can get a new mind and start the resurrection process while they're in. Because if they don't change while they're in, there's a strong possibility they won't have the time to change when they get out, right? Then we have, which is very something everybody should get and read, How to Eat to Live. How to Eat to Live, right? And y'all know in the nation, by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, we are commissioned to eat one meal per day, one meal every 24 hours, unless you are sick or on medication, right? And let me tell you, I've been eating one meal a day since 2013, right? And I have been more healthy than I have ever been in my whole entire life. I remember in 2013 and 14 when I first started eating one meal a day, I had a workout resume, workout training that I did that was so intense, and we did a whole lot of cardio off of one meal a day, water and coffee, and that's all that we ate, and that's all we drunk, right? And like I said, it sustained me, and I'm still in decent health right now, right? So I'm still in good health right now to curb off some of the bad things that I did before I came to Islam, like drinking, smoking, partying, popping pills and stuff. So he breaks it all down. And if you go and do the research from these white food scientists now, they are bearing witness to the How to Eat to Live, but they mask it under the terminology of what they mask it under intermittent fasting, right? But they are now bear witness to the 24-hour a day that will cure some of your illness, right? You don't have to take medication because medication doesn't cure the person. It just patch it up and keep taking it. Because if it was a cure, the medication you take for any illness that you got, if it was a real cure, why would you keep taking it, right? So those just questions that we have to ask. So that's what the final call offers, and you can get it, and it's every week, and it's unscripted news, and you should support it, right? So please go and subscribe to the digital final call. We will come back into this final call Thursday on our broadcast, Separation and Independence, where we will go deeper into this. But tonight we want to deal with this question about why has Minister Farrakhan, Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, always commissioned us to convert dollars into gold. Why has he did it? So let's get into that. But before we get started, we got a quick video of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in 2016. Now this broadcast comes from this lecture here. In 2016, Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan went to Tennessee State University, right? And he did a lecture called Business is Warfare, right? Business is Warfare was the title of the lecture. And in the lecture, he pulled out an ounce of gold and an ounce of silver, and he go into the schematics on why gold and silver is real money. And he go about and tell us about when the Most Honorable Muhammad told him that in 1961 that gold will be the new medium of exchange, right? So we want to get into that clip, and then we're going to go after it and see can we come to some common ground. Because I'm just a student. I do not know what's in the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's mind, right? But I am a student. So I have been studying this man, which is really studying myself for 8 years now. For 8 consecutive years, I have been studying the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the teachings of through the guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So I think the minister is a scientist. So when he says certain things, he don't speak out of words. We have to go into and delve into what he say, right? But his words don't need explanation. It's clear. It is crystal clear. And we picked this one for tonight. Yes, because our broadcast Business is Warfare is based off of that lecture. However, this is the clearest definition that I think, in my opinion, that he give on why you should get gold and why he's telling us to get gold. So after that, we're gonna go further into it. But so let's get into the video real quick. And I'm gonna try something. So let me know if y'all hear me. Let me know if y'all hear the video, because I'm gonna try to do it and not connect the auto sound to my laptop and see where that work good or better. So are y'all ready?
Business is really warfare, but it's the activity of life itself. You say, well,
You
business means I need to open up a business. Okay, now that's right. But real activity of life
hit?
has to deal with all the essentials of life that we must all provide for ourselves. I have something in my pocket. I have a goal.
Go in the room. See. Huh? All right. All right, family. Hold on, family. That wasn't loud enough. So let me do it the other way. But I was trying to kill an echo to it. So I apologize for that. But I wanted to make sure y'all hear it clearly. So let me do it again because I didn't share the auto. But I'm trying to figure out how to kill an echo inside of it. So let me do it the way that I know how. I would just want to experiment because I want y'all to hear this, right? And I want everybody to hear this. All right? So let's start it over.
Business is really warfare, but it's the activity of life itself. You say, well, business means I need to open up a business. Okay, yeah, that's right. But real activity of life has to deal with all the essentials of life that we must provide for ourselves, our families, our future. I have something in my pocket that, gee, where is it? I have a gold coin. In 1961, I was sitting with Elijah Muhammad, and he took out of his pocket a gold coin. This is 1 ounce of gold, pure gold. Okay? Mr. Muhammad put it on the table. He said, one day soon, this gold coin will be the new medium of exchange. White people are moving into the inner city. Some of them knocking on doors. They come with money and they ask you for your gold. Because what they're giving you, I think I got some of that in my pocket. Yeah, I think I do. Now this is paper. This is not real money. This is real money. Silver as real money. Now you young people, some of the elders in the audience, like myself, this used to be called a silver certificate. How many old people in here know when this was a silver certificate? And you know what it said on the bottom? Pay to the bearer on demand $50 in silver, the real money. This is what you call monopoly money. Oh, you didn't hear me. We're going to do some business tonight. But business is really warfare. What's about to happen? This week it came out in the news that in 2016, all the major banks are in trouble. It started with J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. What makes a bank in trouble? When the value of the paper that they have begins to lose its value, then the bank is in serious trouble. And so are we who have our money in the bank. Now, white people that are in your neighborhood, they're in the pawn shop now, and they're telling you in the window, bring the gold, we got cash for you. They know you don't know that this is losing its value every day. But gold will increase in value. Now, this one here, I bought it today, or sent a brother to get it today, because I wanted to use it to explain something. 1 ounce of gold, this little piece right here, is $1,237 today. It went up to $1,800, but it began to fall. But when Elijah Muhammad put that gold coin on the table, an ounce of gold you could buy for $35 an ounce.
All right, family. So now, I mean, come on, family. How clear was that, right? The Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan is a master teacher. He don't use idle words. He called the dollar monopoly money. He said it is monopoly money. He said it's not real money. He said it's paper. He said gold is real money. He said that the most Honorable Elijah Muhammad told him that gold will be the new medium of exchange in the future. He said when he told him that in 1961, that an ounce of gold was $35 per ounce. And he didn't fully move out on the instructions either, right? So now he's teaching us this lesson, but why is he teaching us this lesson? Why has Minister Farrakhan since the 70s, 1979, is what the date I got, right? Was a lecture that he breaking down the whole function of the Federal Reserve, the start of it, all of that. He breaking that down, right? And he going into it, right? However, that's 1979. 1980, he bring it back up again. 81 is like every year. He don't miss a beat. 2009, either he telling us to get gold or he telling us how weak and how fake the monetary system of the dollar is. This paper right here that we such in love with, it's just paper. And it got our enemy face on it. So next week, we got a 14 video clip playlist that we're going to play next week for our broadcast, just to let you hear it. And it's going to start from 1980. It's not every year, but it's going to go all the way up to 2019. And the minister warning us about the debt of America and warning us about the scammers. Now, before we get into the definition, because I use the word instruct. Why did he instruct us, right? We need to look at this word, and we need to look at the word convert. We need to look at these words so we can understand and get a definition, and we probably can see why the enemy is still ruling us. And we got another clip from the minister where he specifically say that the Jew, the Zionist, is the last enemy that we got to get free from. I'm going to say that again. Yeah. Hey, family, I'm talking to you. Whoever you are, I'm talking to you. Family, Muslims, black people. The Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan said the Jews is the last people that we got to get free from. He said once we get free from them, then we are free at last. Why did he say that? What's their trick? Their trick is this dollar. The Jews control this, not the Gentiles. Yeah, the Gentiles got some hand in it, But the ultimate controller, monopolizer of this is the Jew, the Jews, right? Now, that's why you got to get this book, right? The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, Volume 2. You got to get this book, right? This, what I'm saying and what he talking about gold and all of the stuff and why we don't do business and understand. If we don't get this book, we're really not going to grasp it. It's really going to go over our head, and we're going to keep giving our time up for this. This is paper with our enemy face on it, man. Well, we got to wake up out of this. And all we're saying is turn some of it into gold. Pay your bills and stuff and do what others. That's what we do inside of FardMoney. We have partnered up and we have become affiliates, business partners to a global e-commerce company that has a gold payment system where they pay us in cash and they pay us in the real money too as well, in gold. And we got it in the denomination that nobody on the planet has. We got it all the way down to a tenth of a gram. Now, if he said the gold gonna be the new medium of exchange, now we gotta ask the question, okay, the Most Honorable Muhammad, how is it gonna happen? Because he didn't say how it was gonna happen, but that's for us to go and study currencies. What makes a medium of exchange? How did the dollar? So we're dealing in a dollar system now. How did the dollar get pumped around the whole planet? See, this is what we got to get a grip on, right? In the Honorable Mills of Louis Farrakhan, specifically in 2010 and many other times, he said specifically that the Federal Reserve is the synagogue of Satan. They are the synagogue of Satan. Why? Because they are the ones who print the dollar and we pay taxes on the dollar to them, right? All of this is a scam. And we have another book that you can get, Jews Selling Black. See, we got to know the history of this man, because this man, since he's been here, he's been pumping to us that they are our best friends. Well, in truth, they've been our worst enemy. And they got this thing so tricked up that they got control of all of our dollars right now. And that's why when they set up the Federal Reserve, they wanted to remove gold away from the dollar. That moves gold, not just blacks, but away from the Gentile, the normal Gentile citizen too. So this get deep. So if we want to get free and get financially freedom, family, we got to get a grip on this. We got to get understanding about why this man right here been preaching to us all this time, but he always have told us, get rid of the dollar, get gold, find a way to get gold. So let's get into it, and then we're going to wrap this up. But you need to get this. Come back Thursday, we're going to go into the fall of America, because he's giving us everything that the Most Honorable Muhammad gave him. This is nothing coming directly from the minister. This is from the Most Honorable Muhammad, which is ultimately coming from Master Fard Muhammad, right? So let's get into the definition. Instruct. What does this word really mean? So let's look it up. Because in the nation, we go through classes, family. We don't just get on here and just wax exotic. We get to looking up words. You're going to get educated when you come to this platform, right? And it's not that I'm a greater person than you. Hey, listen, you don't have to do none of this research. All you have to do is just come here and look at it. So instruct. Definition 1, direct or command someone to do something, especially as an official order. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the officer of the day. He is the general in the Nation of Islam right now, right here in our presence. Direct or command someone to do something, especially as an official order. Now, similar words: order, command, direct, tell, enjoin, require, call on, mandate, charge, dictate, bid, right? Then you got definition number 2 to instruct. Teach someone a subject or a skill. Wow. Then they got similar words to this: teach, school, coach, give lessons to train, ground, enlighten, illuminate, inform, verse, edify, educate, upskill, tutor, guide, prepare, prime, drill, discipline. Man, did y'all see this? This man has instructed us to do this. And we wondering why we still chasing behind the enemy, running around asking for a job because we haven't heeded the instruction. Right? We haven't heeded the instruction. So he been instructing us to convert our dollars into gold. Right? Since 1979. Clearly. This ain't no waxing. This is clear guidance, clear instructions, clear command. And it is a divine command because he's a divine guided man. Right? So let's go to the word convert. Let's see what that means so we can get a better understanding on that. And this one got two different type of definitions because you can use it two different ways, right? We know about the converts into a religion, but that's not the first definition. The first definition of convert is cause to change in form, character, or function. Man, this is deep. So let's get over this. What does this mean? All right, let's go after that. How can it change in form? Family, when you take the dollar and move it into gold, it changes its form. It changes its character, right? It changes the function of it. Why? This is meant to be spent. Gold is meant to save. Spend dollars, save gold. Come on, family. Come on, man. This message can't have been no clearer than this. How clear can it get? So listen, he said, he's been instructing us to convert. We can use the word exchange, but we picked to use the word convert. Convert his dollars, our dollars, some of them, into gold. Now, the definition of convert is cause to change in form, character, or function. Right? You change it all the way around. So when you exchange it, you exchange the dollars into gold, it changes form. So this was what you thought was money, was really currency, but you take the currency and you change it and form it. Now it becomes gold in form. It is gold, right? It changes its character because it goes from green or paper to a real material mineral. So the character of it changed, right? And then you change the function. Why? This is meant to spend. This is meant to save. So the function of them change. Now we go to similar words under convert. Change, turn, transform, transfigure, transmute, translate, adapt, rework, recast, reshape, refashion, remodel, remold. Man, family, this is deep. And why has the minister family? Because so let's get into it now. Let's get into it now. Why has the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan instructed us to convert dollars into gold? What is the reasoning for this? Right? What is the meaning of this? Why? Why has he done this? Why has he instructed us to do this continuously? Why has he? Continuously, right? For over what it is, that's over 30 years consistent teaching us that gold is money and that the dollar is paper. Why? Family. He also said the Jew, the Zionist, is the last enemy that we got to get free from. He said once we get free from them, we are free at last. Why? They have control of the monetary system. When you go to work, you are operating in their system, in their game. Now we're telling you to go to work, but you got to get out of the box. See, gold gets you out of the box, out of their control. Yes, you can still go to work, but then you got to do the steal away, make you up a business, right? Get involved in trade and commerce, and then get your time back. Because when you're trading time for dollars, you are a slave to your needs or your expenses, your bills. You can't do what you want to do, right? So whatever your boss wants you to do, whenever he wants you to come to work, see, you're still tied to him, so you're not free. So you don't know your real potential, right? And then we raise up children and do the same thing. We teach them the same thing. Go to school, get a good job, get a good education, go to work. For who? For the Jews. Why? Because 30 to 40% of your income go to them, right? The dollar is debt itself. They built the credit system. They built the banking system. This is what they built. This is what they got established. So they got it monopolized. That means they got it under control. But they couldn't get it under control till they took over the print of the money, and then they severed or they cut off the tie from dollar to gold. They cut it off, right? So now everybody in America doesn't have real money, and they are continuing to rule. They are continue to rule, and they passing this down from generation to generation. Families like the Rothschild, don't nobody even know how wealthy they is. These folks might be a trillionaire, heir that we don't even know how to pronounce it. They so damn wealthy. Why? Because every time the dollar is printed, the dollar is moved, the dollar is spent, they get paid. Yes, in America, we're going to have to use it for now. But when it goes down, like all of the other fiat currency does, how will you survive then? Because America is falling fast, right? And the Most Honorable Muhammad said that her number one fall was the dollar. Was the dollar. Number one fall. He said it was the dollar, right? And he said that the government coming down right behind him. So how can we replace the Jews in rulership when we don't even understand what real money is? They still got us in the trick bag, right? They still got us in it. So he has been instructing us to get gold over a 30-year period. Why? That will free us from their monetary system. When you're fighting a revolutionary, when you're a revolutionary, or when you're in a revolutionary war, which is really a civil war, when this war takes place, it is on two fronts. It's on the mental front and it's on the financial economic front. But if they print the currency, how can we fight them? When they print it, when we go to work for it, everything we do is based on, it don't matter if you're selling something, whatever you're doing it to get dollars. That keeps them afloat. When you get credit, when you sell credit, that keeps them afloat. Now they got the thing so tricked up. They are doing what is called a mortgage-backed security. Now, last week we went over what a mortgage-backed security was, but let me give y'all more insight. Let me what we call it when we say something more than once. Repetition helps drive the point home, because some of y'all might have missed it. The Fed has stepped up the print press, so that means the United States is getting more stimulus checks, more stimulus bonds, and now if you go and Google or go and do some research, Donald Trump is saying that another stimulus check is coming to the citizen. So this means there's another $1 trillion something coming into the marketplace. Prices are going to inflate even higher, right? So you're going to work for $100 today, but you won't be able to spend it. It won't have that much spending power, rather, right? But this is what you're going to work for. But when you go buy groceries, pay bills, you're paying more, because this is losing purchasing power. The more and more they print this, it inflates the power of it, right? So what $100 would have bought you last week, that same $100 would not buy you today. And if the government is printing more and more currency, why would you hold it? None of the wealthy people hold cash. None of them. Warren Buffett might be the wealthiest. I can't even call him a fool because he's too wealthy to call him a fool. right? But he might be the only wealthy person in the world that hold a lot of cash. Nobody else does it. He like the only one, right? But he still got a lot of assets. He got a lot of real estate land. But a mortgage-backed security is real estate. The Federal Reserve is buying up all of the real estate. So they're moving their profit or their salary from cash and move it into real estate. So when you're a real estate agent, a real estate broker, on one sense, you kind of work for them because you're selling debt. You're keeping the dollar afloat. When you're in credit, you're selling debt. You're an insurance broker. You are selling debt. Now, I'm not beating you up if you do that. This knowledge had to come, but somebody had to deliver it. That's why the minister was never advocate for us to live outside of our means. But he didn't break it down like that because he had to feed us milk. We was babies. He had to just feed us milk. See, when you have a baby, you feed them milk. You just say certain stuff. You don't go into the depths of it because their brain, they ain't ready to grasp it yet. They ain't ready to sit on it and really hold it yet, right? But now the time has come. It's 2020. It's a new generation that's willing to accept the truth, that can stomach the meat of the meal. So now the meat, as the years come by, now he steps it up on telling us certain things. He steps it up. He could have told it to us all at one time, but we couldn't comprehend it. So he had to wait until the right generation be produced to comprehend it. Yahoo! Man, come on, family. This is what's going on right now. So for us to get out of their grip, to get out of their trick bag, what they didn't want you to do, what they didn't want me to do was possess physical gold, because gold is real money. They can't control it. They can't print it. They can't regulate the price of gold and the value of gold because there's only so much gold on the planet. But they can print this all day long. That's why they remove gold away from it. So as long as we're operating in this man ecosystem, he still got us in his grip. If we are not taking some of this and moving into gold, why we can. Why we can. When the dollar falls, if you don't have any gold, I don't know what you're going to do to get it. What you're going to do to get it. However, when it comes to taking over the Zionist rulership, when we are the replacements of them, yes, we, me, you, us, we are the replacement. So this final warfare between us, between Allah, Master Fard Muhammad, God in person, and their God, Yaqub, the maker of the white race, this last clash has to take place. Why? Because Master Fard Muhammad said he gonna put us on top, and Yaqub said, no, my man on top. So the clashing gotta take place. It got to happen. Right? But how can we replace them unless we either come up with a monetary system of our own? Are we wise enough to see the monetary system come when all we have to do is plug into it, adapt to it, right? That's all we would have to do. Then we would have a seat at this table, just like they had a seat at the table when they took over the printing of the dollar. The Alma Minister Louis Farrakhan was read in 2010. You can go and get this article. In 2010, you can go to YouTube and watch this for yourself. And I commission everybody, if you want to know more about who the real enemy is and how we got to fight him, you need to go and watch all three lecture series, all three lectures of Savior's Day 2010, Savior's Day 2010, and all three lecture series of who is the real children in Israel. When he first announced this book, volume 2, it's 3 volumes to this book. This is volume 2. How Jews gain control of the Black American economy. They set up all the banking systems. They set up the credit. They set up all of that. They set up the stores. So what they have did now. So let me bring y'all up to speed because it's 2020. So now the Jews don't primarily in the black community own all the stores no more, right? They don't, right? Can y'all everybody bear witness to that? Come on, let's interact here tonight. Come on, family. Let's interact. We going to class tonight. Let's interact. We got to get free from this man. Right? This is warfare. Business is always warfare. So let's interact tonight, family. Who owns the stores in our community now? It ain't the Jews like it was back in the early 1900s, the late 1800s. They own everything in the Mississippi Delta, all the way from Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, all the way back up into Florida. They pretty much own everything, all the stores, all the banks, right? They have advanced. They not into that no more. What are they into now? They own the real estate that these stores in our hoods are on now. So the Arab, he don't own the lot that this convenience store is on, his gas station on. They don't own the Burger King don't own Burger King, right? They own the property. This is how they took control. So they don't have to deal with the little small stuff anymore, the convenience stores and the gas station. No, all we got to do is lease them or rent them the land. But who got it though? It's still not in our hand. Arabs, foreign Africans, Gentiles, white, normal white, non-Jew white rather, Indians, Pakistanians. Go in your community, but they don't own the property. So it's still not in our hand. So the Jews still got control. Man, this is deep, man. That's just like when you franchise a McDonald's or something like that. McDonald's is in the real estate business now. They're not in the hamburger business no more. They got the system. They sell you the system, let you operate the system, but you got to pay to operate it on their land. And we still have to pay property taxes to any land that we got the deed to. Still got to pay property tax once a year. Who that's going to? Man, this thing is so deep, family, but it's all simple. I mean, the truth is plain. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4. 3 + 3 is 6. It's real simple. We complicate it, but all we don't even have to. We don't really have to do no thinking. All we gotta do is just listen at the wise man. Don't follow him with suspicion and doubt. No, he say get gold, get gold. Don't make no excuse. There ain't no excuse. What's your excuse? Because it don't stop you from doing nothing. The only reason a person will put up a block to getting gold is because, for one, they got total faith in this. They don't see this falling. They don't believe it, right? So I can't believe one aspect of the teachings of the Most High Muhammad and not believe it all. Just can't. Sorry. You just can't. I can't act out on one of it. If I believe 1 meal a day, I can live to be 150 if I eat 1 meal a day. 1 meal every other day, I believe that, right? I ain't never seen nobody 150, but I believe it, so I eat 1 meal a day, right? Okay, I've been here 30 plus years. I've been spending the dollars all my life, so I can easily say, I don't believe it's gonna fall, because I don't see it, because I can't fathom it. Because for 30 plus years, I've been using this. So I don't see waking up one day and I don't spend this. I'll be able to spend this, right? However, I can say that, but whatever. I believe what the wise man say, so I'm still gonna do it anyway. I don't gotta believe it. I just gotta step out on faith. I just gotta put one foot down on faith and just step out and just see what happens. Because clearly we can see that gold goes up in value. So when the minister did that, he said that gold was what? How much did he say was gold at that time, an ounce of gold? What did he say, baby? No, at the time he showed that video, 2016. $1,237 an ounce, right? So We just do the math. It's just mathematics. So even if just say the dollar gonna fall, but let me just play the advocate for the doubters, right? For the naysayers, right? For the ones who just got their whole heart in the dollar, right? Okay, say the dollar don't fall. Just say it don't totally collapse. It's gonna always be a reserve currency. We're not in that truth, but just say it is, right? Just say it is. All right, as we say that is, what's the price of gold today? Still, if you say the dollar ain't gonna fall, cool. But is gold still valuable compared to the dollar? From the looks of it, it looks like yes. $1,768 an ounce. $1,768 an ounce. That's for 31 grams of spot price gold. When the minister helped that ounce of gold up in 2016, he said specifically that this ounce of gold, I got it for $1,237 today. But gold will increase in value because gold is real money. You just can't get around that. That's just basic math. And this really don't matter to you if you're not a day trader. This price really only matter to the people that trade gold stocks, paper gold, ETFs, derivatives, stuff like that. Stuff that's not the real product. That don't have that don't got no bearing on this, right? Because when the economy fall and the dollar fall, everybody's gonna run to physical gold. Your stock market gold is not gonna survive because it's not gold; it's paper. You just trade one currency for it, and y'all trade on a system, and it's just going back and forth, paper, 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 back to paper, right? And you can take a profit, then they're gonna bust your head because you're getting all the stock market, so you're gonna pay high taxes for cashing out because they call that capital gain, right? We're just giving you the signs of business, man, signs of money. We're giving you the signs of this stuff, right? And you're getting it for free. But all you got to do is act on it. And nothing that I'm saying is coming from me. This comes from that man that you see behind in the picture. That's Master Farrakhan Muhammad. He brought all this science. He taught it to the Muslim Muhammad. The Muslim Muhammad taught it to the minister. Simple. The minister taught it to all of us, right? That's just how it is, family. It ain't rocket science. We don't have to debate it. We don't have to pray about it. Gold goes up in value due to the currency supply. So as they print more and more dollars, gold can only go up. Gold can only go up. Family. Why has Minister Farrakhan instructed us to get gold? Because when you get gold, you are free. And you have finally got out of the grip, got out of control of our biggest, worst, open enemy. The Zionists who control this. You cannot give all your life for this. You can't even leave this to your children, right? $100,000 today in 2020 will probably only buy you $10,000 worth of stuff, right? They was buying brand new cars for $5,000, $6,000. You can't buy a brand new car for $20,000, brand new. I didn't say used. Brand new car. You can't even do it. You can't even do it. I was looking at some emails of some Rolls Royces because I like Rolls Royces, right? I like Rolls Royces. And now I'm starting to finally see them try to drop the price on these Rolls Royces that are used. Right? But they're starting to give reasonable prices to 2017, 2018, 2019, and whatever like that, right? Because I'm going to get me a couple roses. You know what I'm saying? I got it by my wife one. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, he bought his wife. He bought Mother Khadijah a rose. So I'm going to buy my wife a rose because she's my Khadijah, right? So she got to get a rose from me, right? But, I mean, you know, it's material stuff. And it's one of the best cars that the enemy make. So until we can make something better, we will ride the rose. We ain't tripping about that, right? We just get a lot of this and give it to them. But the only difference with us, what we're going to do is we're going to buy that car outright with cryptocurrency. And that's another thing that you got to get into. Technology is advancing. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. The blockchain technology, that's the way we're going to bank and pay for stuff across the blockchain, right? We're going to not walking in banks doing withdrawals no more. We're scanning QR codes. We're going to just walk up and just scan the bar. Whoop. And you're going to be able to spend $1 million just with a scan. Shoot. You feel me? Technology taking over, family. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. You better get you some. You better get you some gold. Main thing, though. Get you some gold, right? And if you are looking to get gold, we have the simplest and we have the best way to get it. Because in Twitter point 2, questions and answers of the 2.0, excuse me, thank you, baby. Twitter 2.0, questions and answers of the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan, as people was tweet to him, he was asking the question, and they put it in the book. Twitter 2.0. Somebody asked the minister, you say the dollar, you've been teaching that the dollar is going to fall. How do we survive? What do we do? I'm paraphrasing that part, but I'm quoting the minister and what he said. He said, find a way. Find a way. That's an instruction. That's a command. That is a order almost. He's telling you what to do. If you want to survive, if you don't want to survive, hold your dollars then. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to him, right? Find, he said, I'm quoting him verbatim. Find a way to buy gold. If you can't buy an ounce of gold, I can't afford an ounce of gold, get silver. That's what he said. However, we're bringing you an opportunity. Well, we just knocked silver right out of the discussion. Why? Because what you can go and get an ounce of silver for, we can show you how to get gold with it. We can show you how to get gold with it. We can show you how to turn $6 to $7. Way about $7 now because gold went up. We can show you how to turn $7 into gold. So you don't have to get silver if you don't want to. Because the Most Honorable Muhammad, he didn't say silver was going to be the medium of exchange. Silver will save you, but it ain't got the value that gold got. Don't get it twisted, right? And in our ecosystem, he said that gold will be the new medium of exchange. Silver is limited, and silver is real bulky. So gold is more valuable because gold does more. It is indestructible, and it's smaller in size, right? So the value of it compared to silver, gold trumps silver. So if you can get what you can go and get silver, an ounce of silver for, why would you get silver? Just get gold, right? And that silver you're going to get, you can't use it digitally, right? Nobody came out with no digital silver system. Now, if you get it, cool. You're still doing better than holding a dollar. Don't get me twisted down. Don't get it the message construed. Get it right. I'm just saying, this system that we're offering you, you don't have to get silver. You can take all your dollars and get gold. You can get $20 worth of gold, $10, right? $15, $100, $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, whatever you got, we got it for you, right? And you don't have to do nothing but make an account and start converting your dollars into gold and follow the instruction, right? With that being said, family, thank y'all, man. This was an amazing stream. Everybody, if you're on Facebook, please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel, FardMoney. You can follow us on Instagram, FardMoney. Follow us on Twitter, FardMoney. We on Facebook, FardMoney. Everything FardMoney. We're bringing you independent, obligatory money. That's what the name, the Arabic word or the Arabic name Fard means. It means obligatory and independent, family. That's why we call our organization and our brand FardMoney, because everybody's going to have this money to make it, right? With that being said, family, please make sure you get your subscription to the Final Call newspaper. Don't forget to get the books, Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, Volume 2, How to Eat to Live, for all over America. Go to the website, get your Final Call subscription. Jews Selling Black. Make sure you want to get these books to see the fall, to study the fall of the American the dollar. Get this book. And you want to know how we've been undone and how the Jews got control and how to get free from him, you go and get this book, family. And with that being said, and donate to Muhammad Economic Blueprint, right? At www.economicblueprint.org. And you can go and set up your gold savings account at www.fardmoney.com. We will see y'all Thursday night or in the morning with our next broadcast and our next live stream. Assalamu alaikum.